And I was asked about the sheet for sign-in. I'll get that in a little while. Don't leave until you signed it, but I gotta just print it. So not a big deal. Oh, maybe I used last week's. Give us like one more minute. Get everybody logged in. Are we getting there?
Yeah, I think we're down to 2.
All right. All right. Under week 2 in Blackboard, there is an image I want you to download. It is called this image for today's session 1 review. If you go to the 3 dots next to it, or wait, if you click on it, download original file, or if you click on it, you should be able to download that image. Mine looks different than your file because I have the instructor version up, but in lesson 2, image for today's session 1 review, you should be able to download that.
You want us in week 2?
Yes, we are in week 2.
And then you want us to images for today?
Image for today's session 1 review. Download it. Don't just look at it. Make sure you have it because you need to be able to open it in Photoshop. Photoshop can't open it from Blackboard directly. You might be able to right click on it. Did everybody get it downloaded?
All but about 2. We're getting there. We're getting there.
All right. I'm going to keep moving now. Now open up Photoshop. We're going to just open up Photoshop. And I want to show you all something real quick, that if your Photoshop looks funny, meaning like say you messed with it and it's like down here in this, and you're like, I need to work on it, and it's just kind of not looking right, all you need to do, is double click on the light gray bar at the top. And what that's going to do is size it to the whole screen. And I do this all the time because sometimes I'm switching from screen to this and that. And I'm like, oh, I got to make it smaller. And I move it off to the side and I'm checking something else. And then I bring it back up. All you do is double click and it fills that whole screen. So some of, pardon?
Where are you downloading again?
From Blackboard. It's up there. You have it. You have it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were trying to make this bigger.
You can just go to the little hole right here.
All right. So just like last week's lesson, I'm going to step through it with me. Let's do this. All right. New file. We're going to do film and video. I'm going to click on 1920 by 1080. And I'm going to hit create. Recognize that? And when this crud comes up, just say no thank you. Everybody's screen should look like that. You have Photoshop. Yeah, you do. It's on the computer. Under applications, there is Photoshop, and there it is.
Go back to that. Thank you. Go back to Blackboard.
Oh, okay. That's a very curious question. Why does mine look bigger? Well, that's just the size. I can zoom in and zoom out. So remember back in last week's lesson, down here, there's a magnifying glass in the toolbar. If I zoom out, it gets smaller. If I zoom in, it gets bigger. If I hit Command 0, it fits the screen. So we can change the way we view our images. So we're going to remember when we zoomed in the arch and then we zoomed out of the arch? That's all that is. So if you don't see the full screen, you can just hit Command 0, or you go to View, and it's like fit the screen. And that's how you make it bigger. Now what we're going to do is we're going to drop in that image that I had. So I'm actually going to zoom out because I like to see the edges past the artboard. And I'm going to go to File, Place Embed. And I'm going to find that image that we downloaded. And I'm going to place that image in. And it's going to place into the center of my document. Why am I doing it this way? You may get a client that says, I need your image, but I need it for HDTV. Get it set up for me. They're not going to do it. So you work a little bit in reverse. So you may say, well, I have the photo taken, and why don't I just make all the adjustments there? Well, this way you know you're starting at the point where the client said, I want an HD TV 1080p, blah, blah, blah. There's your document, and you know it's going to be set up right. Now, I haven't done anything with this image yet, but I want to scale it to the size of the document and or bigger. You really just need to grab a corner. Me, naturally from working, I'm going to place it down in a corner, and then I'm just going to drag it up. And I want it to fill the whole area. Now it is scaled, quote unquote, for the size. And I just double click. How do I end it? I just double click. Why do I double click? It was just the easiest thing that I've learned to do rather than going up to done, you know, or like sometimes I go over here back to the selection tool. But as you noticed, I'm going to undo. Oh, I got to embed it again. File. Something I want to show you is while there's still an X on it, it is in edit mode, right? See that X through it? That's like, it's still like, hey, you're working on me, right? Yeah, okay, so I can move it around and I'm gonna size it and I can like move it, size it, do a bunch of stuff. And it's keeping information until, like I said, I double click or I hit this done button or I hit another one. Once I do that, it's like, okay, cool. I have now taken all those pixels, recalculated them, and these pixels are now the way you said you wanted these pixels. I can change this again, but then it goes back into edit mode, and now it's going to say, okay, you're going to change the pixels again. We got to remember that we're dealing with pixels. Kind of one rule of thumb is the more you mess with the pixels, the worse it's going to get. We kind of try to like limit that like sizing, small, big, small, big, small, big. It's just going to like destroy the image over time because it's taking pixels and it's stretching them out, and then it's making them small, and then it's recalculating, stretching them out, and then it's making them small. So if you can limit that amount of changing, you'll be better off and your images will look perfect. So that's what we go, and that's why we, kind of start with a starting point with images. And today we're going to start with it, directly start with an image. So we're switching things around today. But that's why we placed one in, because my client said, I want it for HDTV. I'm not going to set it up. You're the photographer. You set it up. All right. So we got that. We added our image. Now, the other thing to remember is we have layers.
Can we just time out for just
Yes.
20 seconds? Because we still have a couple that are still trying to get on their account. And a couple that can't drag the image to the.
Well, it's place embed. So go up to File, Place Embedded. Go to where you downloaded that image, and then click on the image.
So in Photoshop, you can go to File.
Place Embedded.
Can you see it?
Yep, go to File, Place Embedded. Click on that.
So hard to see.
Now, where did your downloads? And now click on that image and hit place.
recent.
So
Up to recent, it'll be these.
wait, give it there. It is.
Okay. There you go. Okay,
So tap on that.
Yep, yeah, the image to blackboard. Under week two.
Yep.
Then you need to go.
Oh,
to
there you go. Let me do something. Do the thing where you double click on that top bar. Just anywhere. Double click. There you go. Make that as big as it can be. We don't need to see anything but Photoshop.
And now you can move it and make it bigger. The image itself.
Let's just do the shortcuts.
Here, John, yeah.
Talks about double clicking in this gray area to make it bigger.
Yeah, that makes your whole screen. Yep.
Now, is yours, do you have Blackboard open? Yep, okay, so there's your pictures.
Is there an easy way to get the guides back on? Because I turned them off in the last assignment.
Sure.
I don't know how to do it.
Command colon or question mark.
Oh, okay.
Not question mark. Command. Yeah, semicolon or command quote. It's one of the two.
I got it.
I never know. And every time I do it, because it works the same in every program, I'm like, wrong one, that's the right one. So I don't have them memorized, but I know it's one of those two. Turns on guides, turns off guides.
It'll reset it, yeah.
So I had a question about guides and turning them on and off. There is a key command for that, and it's colon. It's option colon or command colon, and I can turn those on and off. It's just something to know. Some people like to turn them off. Oh, okay, how I'm working on my piece. I'm like, all right, looking sweet, like everything's where it is, but I need to make sure nothing's falling out of the guides because, when we're broadcasting, this stuff on the edge might get snipped off, all that kind of stuff. That's why we can turn those on and off because we want to see what's going on. Here's another thing that happens that I hear about is I'm working and then all of my panels and everything just went away. What happened? How do I get back? You or your cat hit the tab button. If you hit the tab button, it takes away all the panels, tools, and everything. So it will happen. It happens to everybody once. And then I get an email. All my panels and things went away. And I just write back, hit the tab key. That's what you did. You turned, you talked to somebody, your elbow hit it, whatever. Everything went away. No, it didn't. You hit tab. So.
And then you get it back, you just hit tab again.
Yep. And again, it's just preview without any distractions, whatever. But it happens all the time. All my things went away. You hit tab. So, all right. The next thing we did, was we added a color bar. We talked about zooming in and out for like 5 hours. So I was starting to talk about the layers. So the layers again, and another instructor do this wonderful picture of like what I was telling you, it's like pieces of glass. And so here they have the sun and the beach, and here they have the person. And we're layering pieces of glass, pieces of celluloid on top of each other to create an image. So I'm going to go down and there's a plus right underneath this layers panel. Everybody has a layers panel. And I have the Adobe stock selected. See how it's light gray? That's how I know it's selected. If it's not light gray, then it's not selected. Here, the background's selected. Why is that important? Because when I hit plus, it's going to add the layer to the top of that. So if I'm on the background and I hit plus, it adds a layer above the background. So you have to kind of understand where your layers are and where you're adding them to and fro. Again, it's important to know the layer order, where they are and what you're doing. I don't not use layers in any program that I ever use. They're fundamental into developing work. And you're going to see today when we work on this other project with adjustments, why those layers are also important.
So could you remind us what the keyboard shortcut is for the guides? We got grid, but not guides.
Oh, just do the colon.
Command colon. Okay, thank you.
Or one is grid, one is guides.
Thank you.
I honestly don't remember, and I screw it up every time after 30 years. It doesn't matter because it's just click, click, or click, click, whatever. It's quick, you do it. So in the layer, I'm going to double click on the name and just call it rectangles. Down and dirty. You know, just name your layers. Why do I name the layers? Because you can't always see what's going on in it. And if you want to, you can adjust that. If you go to oh, I don't know, it's here. There is, under the hamburger menu and layers, if you need to do it, I do it in some programs, you go to panel options. It's down toward the bottom. See, I said panel options. I can change the size of that little box there if I want to. So you can change the size of the box, but what you lose is real estate for layers. And if you have like 40 layers, you're not going to see everything. But if you're like so inclined to be like, I would like those bigger, it helps me my workflow, go ahead and do that. Everything is customizable to your work environment. So I got rectangles on there, right? I'm going to make sure I'm clicked on rectangles, and I'm going to draw a box. As we go through, as you work on photos, you're going to select stuff in photos. You may want to delete something, move something, capture just a part of it, and it's called a selection. We're going to select something. There are like 12, 20 different ways to select something in a picture. I can use a rectangle marquee tool. I can use the lasso tool. I can use the patch tool. I can use the content aware tool. Like there's like thousands of ways. But what that's doing is just having us take a portion and be like, this is the only part I want to work on now. I want to selectively work on something. Right now, we just want to selectively add color. And I'm just going to add a selection. So I'm going to take that rectangle marquee tool, and all I want to do is make a little bit of it orange, right? So we just need to select the area that we want to change. That's what we're doing with the selection tool. And again, many different ways to select. We'll do a different one later on. Right now, the easiest one is just make a rectangle. And that makes a selection. So the fun part is like, we can go to that fill bucket now at the bottom. And then fill color. And I'm going to type in their orange, if I can find it. And I'll say it out loud. 0053 B2.
What two?
Oh, it's the blue. Sorry. Okay. FF. I lied. FF 7.
0053.
No, that's the blue color.
All right, totally delete that.
Yeah. It's FF 7F00.
FF7F00.
Yeah, it'll be close. I typed that in, and I'm just going to hit OK with color. And now you'll be like, but why? Yeah.
Okay, they have selected a narrow column.
Yeah. And then down under that, see this bar, your context bar?
Yeah, she doesn't have that. So is there?
Oh, there is.
Place that-
If you go to View, or Windows, excuse me, Windows, it is contextual taskbar all the way at the bottom.
There we go. Okay, and that should pop up here. Okay, and then once the contextual taskbar,
The
taskbar shows up.
the bucket of paint. And then we're going to do fill color and then type in your color. And hit OK. The color doesn't really matter that much, guys. It's just filling a color. Now, I didn't want to do that.
There you go. Yep.
No, go back to the selection. Edit. Undo the CSS. All right, that's one way. I can also just go to edit, fill, color, and then it'll do that. There's way number 2. You know, there's always more than one way to get the job done. Photoshop is always adding like, oh, we can put a fill here, we can put a fill there. I think you can even do it with this panel over here because it's selected. Now we talk about like, it's selected, but why does that matter? As you can see, I still have my marching ants going. And then say I was working, I would make a big brush. And this is why, you know, like here, oh, I'm gonna pick, see I have black color. If I click and drag, I can't do anything except for in the selected area. So that's why we isolate items when we do a selection. It makes sure that when we're editing something, only what's in that area can be edited, nothing else. I can't draw anything over here because this area is selected. Why is that good to know? Because you'll forget that you have something selected, move on, you'll be like, how come it's not working? And then you'll look up and be like, oh, I forgot to deselect. Deselect right here, big button at the bottom. And you can deselect. There you go. So you have to make selections and it helps you isolate your work, and then you deselect so you can have your panel back. So again, we'll do this again. I'm just gonna do a giant square and I'm gonna take that rectangle marquee tool and I'm gonna drag it from beyond the corner. This is something I like to do. Yeah, okay. I like to start, if I know I want like starting at this corner, I go up and above and start click and drag. And I'm gonna pull it, boop. I'll recenter that. Oh, it stalled out on me. I'm gonna drag from the far corner and I'm gonna pull it until it reads, I think back, if my memory serves me right, 660 pixels or somewhere close. Do not worry about being exact, but like right there. And then I'm gonna let go. And again, I'm still on rectangles. And for this one, I'm gonna go to edit, fill. I'm gonna click on color. You kind of click on it twice. Even if it says color, click on color. It's going to bring up this band. And we don't need to be exact because I'm just trying to get this fill stuff right. Blue. Let's fill it with a blue. You can move this slider here. And you can go in this here and you click and drag inside that color box. And you can pick a color. Boop, boop, boop. And I'm going to hit OK. And then I'm going to hit OK. Now I have my blue color box.
So Joe, are you just repeating step 1? I'm trying to catch up here.
It's sort of a repeat of step 1 in the
just
book.
Selecting something.
Yeah, another selection, same layer, different color. Do you need help with the selections?
Pay attention as best I can. Of course, I need help. This is my first time in this class, but you know, it's not a big deal.
All right. So what I'll have you do is if you go click on the image layer, now create a new layer with the plus. Now click on the layer name, double click, and call it rectangle.
Why did I get that color then?
And pick a blue.
I'll add it. What?
All right. So with the rectangle marquee tool, draw a rectangle up to that first bar. So you click and drag. can you do the rectangle? A rectangle marking tool? Yep, that's it. And if you click and drag and make it like to the first guy, and then
This guy right here.
that'll work it out. And then go to that bucket right there. You go to fill colors. And then pick an order. And do the same thing on the other side, but with a blue color.
Joe, I,
Now he wants a new layer. So.
I think it was because of your
I had to,
guidelines. That's usually because you moved your guidelines.
You can always just go old school, just on.
not like we-
All right. I can tell you why right here.
I'm not on the layers.
So just click on rectangle. There it goes. See, now the bucket is there.
Yep. But I need to move my little feet, so. I'm gonna start that one.
Then if,
Or, what did you say, just click on the.
And what color we're using, does it matter?
a blue, blue.
You can just go through it. Okay.
So yours, everybody should have a picture of a camera with a small stripe of orange on the left and a large block of blue on the right. And now I'm gonna continue to talk. So the layers has options that you can use to change and adjust and make like wonderful things happen. You can do it in several different ways. And if I was to say to somebody like, oh, hey, I wish those color blocks were like transparent. Normally, probably the first thing we would do is we would play with opacity, right? Like, oh, I can make them less blue and less orange, and then I can see through them. That's kind of okay. It's good. But what happens if you like zoom in and look? Is it's sort of milky. I call it milky. And what it's just kind of putting a color on top of an image, but it's not letting the image like pop through and look really great. So I don't like the way that looks. I think it can be far more vibrant, and we can use the wonderful things in Photoshop to make it better. So I'm going to go here. It says normal, and this is a blending mode. I'm blending this layer with the other layers below it, or more the one layer below it, not many, depending on how you have it built. But you can click through these, or you can slowly. I do this when I'm doing photos, and I put it. I don't know. I never know which one I'm gonna pick. I go through and I cycle through them, and I want to see like what is the magic that happens. So again, I'm clicked on rectangles. There's a word normal. It's under kind. So it goes from layers, kind, normal. Click on normal. And just don't click again, but just walk down the line and see how your image changes when it goes to each one of these blending modes. And I'm just cycling through. So it gives you a preview of every one. What will it look like? Do I want it screen? No. Color dodge? And I go through this, and I do this a lot. It's something probably over time you build up, you have your favorites. You're like, oh, I never use. Like there used to be one pin light. I don't think I've ever used pin light. I don't know why, but it sticks in my head of like one I never use. But each one reacts a little bit differently. Some, if you see this, hard light, vivid light, It changes nothing on the orange side. See that? How unusual. But then when I go to hard mix, both change again. So it depends on the color. It depends on, you know, what's above. If you have an image on top of an image, like it's going to react differently with these blending modes. So every time I go and I do something where I'm using a blending mode, and let me tell you, I do it a lot. There's a lot of times I'll take one image, put it on top of the same image, and then do like an overlay, and it like pops, like darks pop. It's super rad. I'll show you in a minute as a side note. But for this one, we just go to color. See, but color is a little bit boring. Pick one that you like, but like go through them and understand like what's happening when I do this. I kind of like overlay. I use overlay a lot.
Overlay?
Yeah, overlay. Pick one that you enjoy. You know, this is kind of that process of like understanding what a blending mode is. There's no right or wrong. We are just walking through this process again because these are all standard things you need to know how to do in Photoshop. You say that, I'm going to offshoot. Well, you can do it. Everybody do this. I'm going to go to the camera and I'm going to drag it down to the plus. My fist is on top of the plus and I'm going to let go. And what did that do? It copied my layer. So I have a camera on top of a camera. That's how I duplicated that layer. I don't like copy the layer and then like re-import the image and all this stuff. I just grab that layer and pull it down to the plus and it makes a new layer of the same image right on top of each other. Now, if I do blending modes, you can kind of see like some stuff will start happening. Darken, color, and see like you can get it really moody, brighten it up. I like literally almost do this all the time. Like when I get in and I'm like, I have a photo, I'm like, it just looks a little like soft. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll double it up. I kind of like the way multiply makes it look, or like how does, you know, screen makes it brighter, color dodge like crazy, you know, makes the background crazy. This is what a blending mode does. When you put one image on top, the same image on top of it, they start reacting differently. Again, it's something, it's done all the time. Look at that, hard mix makes it look like a completely different graphic. Somebody was like, hey, we got a magazine and we need your shot, but we wanted to make it look gritty and different. Well, put a photo, put a layer on top of layer and go to hard mix, and there you got a gritty looking photo. You know what I mean? Like, so like this is how you develop those looks. And a lot of it is just playing around. What's the correct way to do this? There is more than one correct way. Oh, I hate this thing. So a lot of this is just about learning the basic parts and pieces in order to start to get to know what you want to do. Do you always know what you want to do? I don't think we always know what we want to do, but it's good to have like using these layers and using the blending mode, and then also knowing about selections is going to help you develop the images that you want to develop and make them look the way you want them to look, or you think you want them to look. So there is a lot to do and a lot of things going on at once. Trying to take this through one at a time. This is all I wanted to do right now with this, is like get everybody back up and working. You know how to open a file in Photoshop. You know how to place and embed. And we started working with selections, layers, and blending. You'll probably end up doing this with every photo from here on out. These major steps. I need to know how to open my photo. I need to know how to make layers. I need to know how to select what I need to select. And then I need to know how to blend those in so they look seamless, or change the effects and stuff like that. So,
but remember, if you're feeling a level of frustration right now, this is the most frustrated you'll be, because this is going to become almost a muscle memory. These selections, right? These shortcuts on the keyboard commands and all that. So It's okay to feel a little frustrated or a little like I'm behind everyone else. Don't sweat it. We're here to help, and this is the first hurdle that you're over, and it's gonna be a cakewalk when you do use these particular tools after today.
Yeah, and like I said in the first class, or I'll say I said it earlier today too. If you work on this and you open up Photoshop once a week and you do stuff once a week, every time you're gonna be like, what did I do? I gotta remember it. If you like just go to Photoshop, open a photo, do something once a day, you'll be like, boom, new. I know it. Like I don't even think about it now. I just go boom, open, blah, 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 done. Because I do it every day. If you don't do it every day, it's gonna take, you have to kind of remember what you did. You have to just build that muscle memory, that brain memory. Is like, all I need to do is I need to open the file, get it in this size, boom, 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 I'm done. Like you said. But the more we do it, the better we're gonna get. And guess what? Like there's times too. If a long span of time goes, I'll be like, oh, okay. I gotta dust off the cobwebs. Okay, let's get back into it. And you start doing it, you're like, okay, now I remember. And you can always look stuff up.
Yeah, everything's a Google away if you don't have your.
Yeah, I'm not kidding you. I Google stuff every week. Like I'm working on something, I'm like, I wonder how I can do that. And I type it in YouTube and I'm like, oh, so cool. And I follow their tutorial and I do it a couple times, like that's rad. And then I move on and then I forget what I learned because I used it for whatever project I needed. But I have it in my muscle. I did it for a different class and I was like, oh, I'm going to show them this trick. And I totally forgot how I did it. And I had to go back online. I'm like, I'll tell you later. And I went back. I'm like, there was like one thing I was missing. But I just relearned it because I used it for like one project and I liked it. But it's there. It's out there. You remember it again. Because not everything you do, you're going to do every time, except for certain things like opening, sizing, selections, and layers every time. I think it's going to be every time. So I hope we're feeling good. I'm going to close this. Close it out. Don't save your work. You don't need to save it.
How did you close
So
that?
just hit the red
Well,
button on the top left.
the exit out. I don't want Photoshop closed. I just want
Oh, okay.
just that file.
Just that untitled. Don't say anything.
Okay.
He wants Photoshop.
Yeah.
I would save that. Just X. So, just go back, open up Photoshop, we'll just have a little clean slate.
All right. I'm going to move in. We're going to do lesson 2. And it's, what is it called? Basic photo corrections. This one's a little bit fun, a little bit funky. We'll get you through it. And again, there's something in this lesson in which I included a secondary section of instructions for the AI generated stuff not working. We're going to walk through it. We're going to go through it one step by step. You're going to do it again at home. And then I have some other images that I want you to clean up. So this is coming from the standpoint of, which I think is, we're aging out of this lesson soon, is like, I got a bunch of old photos, you know, back in the day when you'd have them printed and they got crushed and I don't have the negatives and I want to fix them up. This is where this is coming from. I'm skipping over the bridge section right now. So if you're going in the book, just go open the file. Open the file in Photoshop. Do not use bridge. So I'm going to get, somebody's going to email me and be like, I don't know how to open it in bridge. Don't open it in bridge. Just, we'll learn bridge in like 4 weeks. Right now, Photoshop is it. We'll learn bridge next week. But I'm going to go to File, Open. I'm finding my lessons, lesson 2, and there's a TIFF. All right. Open that up. There's a picture of my family from our vacation in Venice.
And you want to-
Just kidding.
2?
Lesson 2. And then there is a TIFF file.
Okay. Yep, got that.
Okay, so let's use the Blackboard.
No, they should have downloaded from Peach Pit last week. Remember we did all that work of downloading the lessons? Are we on lesson 2 from the book?
Okay, so how does one get to Peach Pit if they have not done that yet?
Your book, remember the textbook you have to have for this class? Last week when we did all that download and sign into Peach Pit and download the lesson files so you can do the lessons. So do you have your textbook with you? Okay, why don't you pull out your textbook and we'll walk you through the steps of how to get the files.
I do believe that is wrong.
I've seen it enough. Yeah, it's like rolling.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I see this picture so much. And yes, and I have the chance to listen.
How's it looking? You don't have to touch it. I have to ask.
So the internet. You need to get to the internet. You need to get your book out.
Hey, Joel,
I think it's on the 3rd page. Yes.
bookstore said they didn't have any Photoshop books yesterday when you went.
I don't know what to say about that. Here's the weird part. You said you were going down last week to go get the book. You're like, I'll get the book, and then you email me at like 1 in the morning.
Want to borrow mine?
I don't.
I
So
don't think you can double dip on the download, right?
yeah, I'm gonna send you the image. What did the library say when you said I need this book, and they're like, we're out of it?
Yesterday they said that they would call me when they had it.
Okay, so they are rectifying it, but you need this image. So I'm gonna come here. Come here to me. Compose. Your name again? Last name? M-O-R. Spell it.
M-O-R-A-L-E-S.
Are you like Moral 45? I have to check because there's like 30 of your name. Just, like that's why I'm like, come over here. And I'm going to send you the image so you can work in the class. The password for MATC? Like to get into MATC? No, you don't need to know it. Oh, no. No. What do you mean? But where does it say passwords needed? Just hit OK. You're a student. You're going to be look, you're in. That's it. You're going to be trying to do 2 Photoshops at once?
Yeah, because I'm trying to see if I can put it on this computer, because this is my new computer.
Okay. I hear you. Good luck. Check your email. It's going through the waves. Oh, I'm gonna confuse people too. Lewis, I'm starting with you. Mark, we're sending around the piece of paper for the attendance. Make sure you mark your name. Nope, just this. I only want to see this. Make it big.
Okay.
Double click on that top bar, everybody. Eliminate all distractions from your life. You don't want to see when you're working, and I'm working away, you don't want to see a bit of your email and a bit of this happening. Get rid of all distractions. Make your Photoshop as big as it can be. We are in Photoshop. Let's live and love Photoshop. All right. I'm going to start with this. I scanned this, I got all these pictures from my family, and I'm scanning them, And my mom's like, can you make them look better and reprint them? I'm like, yes, sure thing, Mom. This one got a crease down the middle. There's some crap over here. We don't know who this kid is. Like, let's remove that kid. We're gonna do some other things. But first thing is we gotta straighten it. This is like magic, and it's so weird. I hate when this goes. All right, we're gonna go to the crop tool. What is the crop? The crop tool is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. It's 2 L's together. It looks something like that. All right. It is the crop tool. The crop tool in general should be used sparingly. The reason I say use sparingly is once you crop, it's lost. So if you crop your image and you're like, I'm just doing this as a thing. If you're like, oh, and I go in and you're like, done. It's cropped. And if I try to move like that image, all that's lost. I cropped it off. The computer forgot about it. You have to undo. So you always are like, be weary of the crop, but the crop helps you do stuff. Now,
I mean to stir the pot, but if you made a second layer, a copy of that, and then crop that.
it still kills it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a great, oh no, I hear you totally. I got this second. So I have a second layer. And if I crop it out, I'm just going to do it extreme. And I go on this layer. If I move this image, it still cut it off.
Even though that first layer is locked, it's
Yeah.
still intrusive.
So
Okay.
cropping is truly cropping in that it is destroying those pixels. It's okay. We use it, sparingly. I use it just literally for cropping and for this super rad little thing we're going to do in a minute. But first off, find the crop tool, make sure you're on the crop tool. When the crop tool comes up, you'll get a different kind of bounding box with a little bit different style handle. That just lets you know you're in the crop section. Now, up here at the very top, it says ratio. I want to go to WXHX resolution. That's going to do some work in constraining the ratio value. And then we are going to type in 7 and 300. So we want pixels per inch. And then width and height. I don't know why these aren't here. I want 7, 7, and then 300. So what does that mean? Oh,
Pixels or inches? Pixels, 7 pixels?
no, it's supposed to be inches.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Because it's defaulting. If you don't write inches in,
Okay,
so I typed 7 space IN, 7 space IN, 300, and that. Why did I do that? What that's going to do is my image is 7. Right now it's 7 by 7 and it's 300 DPI. It's locking my ratio. So no matter what I do when I crop, it's going to keep that ratio in the end. Don't worry about moving anything. I'm just showing you. So it's W up here. Your bar should look like mine. Width times height times resolution, 7 inch, 7 inch, 300 pixels per inch. We all good with that?
Okay, let me just make sure everyone's good with that. Because right, you did what you were supposed to. She's got, let's see, 7 inches by 7 inches by 300 pixels. Okay, she's got a little postage stamp.
Oh, you just didn't go far enough.
Let me figure out if she can go far enough.
Oh. We'll just break the deep like.
No, not at all. I watched.
I don't believe that. There you go. We're good. We're all good. We're all good. So it should look like that. I'm going to stay on this top bar. All right. Right here, it says straighten. Right next to straighten, there's a weird image. See that little guy?
Yeah.
That's a spirit level. If anybody does woodworking, you have a level, you have a spirit level, that's what that's supposed to represent. The ball make it level. I click on that. It barely makes it darker, but as you can see, if I move over my image, I have an X with a spirit level icon.
Yes.
Everybody got that? Okay, up at the top, there's straighten. Right next to straighten, there's a little button. I didn't do anything yet.
Oh, okay, because you.
I'm still waiting for people to be like, I clicked on it and I have it. Are we that far yet? All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the corner of the top. I'm going to click and drag to the other corner. See what I did? Everybody should one corner, click and drag, and make a straight line across the picture to the top of the other corner.
Top left to top right.
Left to right.
Top left, top right.
And then when I let go, it's going to straighten it.
Top left to top right.
If you did it wrong, go to edit, undo, and just try it again. Yeah, Command Z. Oh, don't get too complicated yet. I'm kidding around.
Okay, and now, because you have guidelines, it's making me crazy because the floor isn't level.
Top left
They're on a
to top
curved
I
bridge.
know, I'm just saying.
That's crooked.
That's where my brain
Top
goes.
left. Where is your tool? Straight tool. Top left.
Now, dare I do this to everybody and tell you if you did it wrong, I know what you did? Because I used to get this wrong all the time. Is you click on it and you're like, straighten. I want it straight across, right?
Top left to top right.
It's a little weird intuitively.
It's across the picture.
You don't want to do that. You want to follow the picture and say, you're telling the computer, I want this line to be level, not I want you to level it to this line. So you follow the picture,
The edge of the picture.
and when you let go, it'll make it level. Everybody got a level picture?
All the way to that corner. It all depends on how straight they can handle that mouse.
How much coffee were you drinking? Got a shaky hand? Oh, so we have straightened the image. When did this come up? All the time. You'll get images, you're like, why is this like this? I need to straighten it. Boop, straighten it up. Get it good to work. Now I'm gonna crop it. I don't care. Yes.
If they do not have the straighten tool, I don't know if they set up a guide, or if they don't have the straighten tool on top.
Then they're not on the right tool. You're on a crop.
Yep.
So
Okay.
double click right now. Double click. When you're up on that bar, up one more. Double. Go there. Right there. Double click. Okay. You keep moving and not double clicking. Let me drive for a minute. Right here, when I say double click, just make your full screen big. We don't need to see anything in the background. Now your crop tool.
So by default, when they
There's
crop, the
straighten.
straighten shows
Yes.
up. Okay.
So that's where we're at. So you type in 7 inches, 7 IN, 7 IN.
What are you seeing that's not straight? Here, it's not level, because then you can even see here. You know what I mean?
7 IN,
So the straight should be like here.
both of those boxes. Oh, you know why?
So
I'm sorry, you
Right
missed
now,
a couple
you're
steps. Can I
leveling
drive again?
the vertical here.
This is supposed to be on this line.
No, I get that.
And now,
But
now
because,
there's 7 IM.
what are you seeing
The
that's
next
not?
one is 7 IM.
So
Just
it
go
looks
down
like
the line,
that
don't
because
go
they're on
up.
a bridge.
Keep going across.
They're on the-
7 IM,
So you're saying here, so that was your
And
original
then
crop.
300. And then hit
So you
return.
have some of the canvas, the
Enter.
portrait canvas, right? Keep it
Whatever
up
you-
behind, and that's
All
what's
right,
concerning.
now we're gonna go to the straighten tool. And then
That.
see, and I'm gonna
Not
draw,
that.
and I'm gonna
Can
click
you
and
just
drag
take
from
your
that
mouse
corner
to
to
the
that
center?
corner. Click and drag,
And then just scoop the whole.
hit it
thing
perfect,
up.
and then let go.
If you can't,
There you go.
It's a transform tool now. Transform.
All right. Now, I'm gonna crop the image. This picture is taken in, well, let's see, July of 1971. We don't care about that. I'm gonna crop that all off and I just want the image only. I'm gonna go from the corner, click and drag,
So he's on the top right corner.
and then I'm gonna go to the bottom corner and I'm gonna click and drag. And then I'm gonna center it a little bit. I can go in the middle and move the image around. And if I want, I'll crop it in even just a little bit more. What I don't want is any white edge showing. So you can go in. Dude, I never thought I was gonna want to use this. You can go in.
I brought that, by the way.
I
Eliminate all the-
I thought this was for the Hebrew school and reading the Torah. But like I go in from the edge. I don't want any white showing. Like white is sloppy. Let's get rid of all the white. And then you can hit return, you can hit done, you can hit a different tool. You are now cropped.
There you go, good.
No,
Yes,
I have a little white edge.
Uh-oh, keep cropping. Very good.
crop again. Go to the crop tool and just pull it in from the corner again and adjust it perfectly.
What if it's still showing white?
Keep cropping.
Keep cropping.
Show who's boss.
Yeah, you didn't crop good.
Show
Crop it
who's
more.
boss.
Pull it in from that corner. Don't be shy. There you go. Are you doing it from the corner? Yeah.
You're caught up. That's it. It feels good to breathe.
Yeah. Get rid of all the white. Don't worry about those 6 pixels on the edge. Nobody cares about those. Cut them off. We're starting like we want a fresh, you know? It's the edge of the picture. We don't need it. Yes.
How do I get it to like I'm trying to like just crop off that little bit of white edge, but it keeps snapping to it, so I don't want to crop it
Oh!
too much.
Yes. That is a weird advance. And I'm going to go under view, snap, turn it off.
Thank you.
So we all have a picture of this family. And I think this is one that we've been waiting for is we need to adjust it. We're going to do 2 adjustments on this image. All right. Up here, there's a button called adjustments. Click on adjustments and you're going to get some dude. Click on single adjustments. And then you're going to get some icons. So adjustments.
Hold on.
Oh, you didn't finish cropping. Hit enter. There you go. Yeah, finish cropping.
Hit return once you like your crop, and then you should go over to adjust it to single. Did you get the single?
Is that me or does everybody have ringing in their ears?
Good.
What's going on? All right, do we all have this image?
Yeah.
All right, I went to adjustments. And when it comes and you see it, there's my friend here. I don't care about the friend. So go to single adjustments. All right. And then we're going to go to curves. They're all labeled and I want curves. All right. We're going to get this graph. And we're going to get some eyedroppers on the side. Right? And we're going to get a new layer called curves.
And then you click that layer.
Well, I don't want you to do anything yet until I say so. Next, I'm going to zoom in on the little girl. This one, not that one. The one here. The one girl from The Shining.
And how are you teaching them to zoom?
You can just use the zoom tool.
Okay, so that's plus, okay.
And where does the zoom tool come?
It is the last tool on the toolbar.
Now let's generate a.
Get to know the zoom tool. You will be zooming in and out daily. It's the only way to see things closer, is to zoom in and zoom out.
Show me the zoom tool.
Right here at the bottom.
Okay, so it is. I thought it was very bottom. You said, yeah. So it's at
Well,
the
it's very
bottom.
bottom on mine. Sometimes they're like, the hand does something else. We don't want the hand. The hand is wonderful in itself, but that's for another day.
Okay, so in order to zoom, it has to be the plus sign in the center of.
Well, it's always the plus sign, but when you click and drag, if you move one way, well, if you move one way, it zooms in. If you move the other way, it zooms out.
Okay, so just right.
See how it's called scrubby zoom? Because I'm literally scrubbing back and forth, and so it zooms in and zooms out. And I'm going to do this until everybody gets a little nauseous. Did we all zoom in? We got her back with that stripey, right? Here's where the magic starts. We're going to adjust the levels of the image based on the image and based on the lightest part of the image. So what I'm going to do is go to this area here where we set up the levels, and I'm going to click on the lowest eyedropper. The top one is for like dark selection. The middle one's for middle, and we're doing white selection. All right. And I'm going to click on it once.
I'm a lot more zoomed in than you are.
That's all right. Can you see her back?
You can see
Or
what.
are you zoomed in so far you only have one pixel showing?
Greg, your,
I'll just
where's your
here.
eyedropper? Okay.
Hold on. Let's zoom out a little bit. So the scrubby zoom is you can move one way or the other way.
Okay, you're just moving the,
Yeah.
okay,
There you go. That may be a little bit better.
okay.
And then just roll. So, enlarge.
Now everybody, I want you to click on that lowest eyedropper. And then bring it into the screen, and to see how you should have a white eyedropper like I do. And you're going to do one thing. Click on the lightest part of the stripe on her back. Did you see what happened?
Kind of lightened everything up.
It adjusted all the whites into the image and lightened them all up.
How about this?
How about you?
Here's one extreme.
On the left.
Yeah, so undo. Let me see your screen. Go up to edit, undo. Or did you do it like more than once? Only click once.
There you go. There you go.
All right. Is that better? All right.
Tide white, yes.
All right. Everybody now go to view and fit on screen. Just so we can see the whole layout. And then the magic of these layers. We're making another adjustment too, but I want everybody to see what we did, why we did it.
Cool.
Now, here you have a layer. It's called curves. If I turn off the eyeball, I'm keeping that layer, but I'm just removing the preview. So I can see how did my adjustment affect the photo. And that allows you can actually then go back in, keep adjusting curves, and get it exactly how you want. But we're going to move on. We're going to do another adjustment. Now we're going to go back to adjustments, And we're still on curves, and you weren't supposed to click anywhere else. And we're gonna go to levels. See it? Click on it. What's it gonna do? It makes us a new layer called levels. And it's on top of the curves. Now in this one, we're gonna type in a few numbers. But sometimes it's fun to play around. I'll tell you the numbers, but there's sliders here, here, and here. Those little arrows. Grab one and just move it. Grab the left one and just move it in and look at your photo. Don't look at the arrow, but look at your photo and be like, what is it doing? You know, move the middle one. What is it doing? No, these top arrows. Top, what? See, there's 3 arrows, 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
Click on that. There you go.
Okay.
So you're adjusting the levels of the image. Do the middle one. So the middle one like kind of like neutralizes things. The white one, I think, takes out all the what. It makes. So yeah, so this is how we adjust images. There's, again, when you go to the adjustments, there's like 12 different ways to adjust a photo. We're just doing, you know, we just did some curves, and we're doing some levels. We're playing. How do you learn more? Experimentation on your own time. Like literally, I can't, when you're like, how do I get the perfect, I'm like, it's your eye compared to my eye. Like this is where old school photography, you do adjustments, you're like, I think that looks good, and you go with it. This is where like, oh, I'm gonna fine tune it, and I'm gonna see what happens. So what I want you to do is in the first box here, type in 15. In the second box, 0.9. Make sure you get the point in there, or this happens. Don't hit 0 like I did. 0.9, and then leave the last one. 255, yes.
Now,
If they're not seeing the slider thing on the bottom, they have the levels histogram. They don't have the text below it.
Here, there's a, see that bar right there?
Oh, okay, scroll down.
Slide up. Thank you. There's the rest.
Joe, where did you come up with those numbers, that 15 and 0.9?
It's in the book.
Oh, okay.
I'm following the book lesson.
Okay.
It's literally in the book.
That looks a lot better than when you.
Yeah, if you don't like it, you adjust it. But again, we're doing that beginning layer. Now again, when we back out, you can turn off and turn on your adjustments to see how they affect what you did with the photo. So levels alone doesn't look good, but levels with curves makes it look a little bit better. We are going to consider at this point, we're done with our adjustments. And so we're going to flatten the image. This is one of those things, again, once you flatten, there's another F word I'd use. Once it's flattened, you can go to history, you can undo, but if you get too far, you can't unflatten your work. Yeah. So we're going to flatten it because at this point, we're going to say, we made the adjustments and I'm not going to readjust anymore. So I'm
Okay,
fine with
so
that. Yeah.
In order to flatten, now, I don't mean to be
Yeah.
rude, but I'm trying to think back when I took this class. Everyone sees their layer count, right? When you flatten, it's all just gonna all scrunch down to just one.
Yeah. That's why I say when you flatten, you're finished.
But if the eyeball isn't turned on,
It'll flatten it. It'll
it'll ask if you want it to be flattened.
yeah, it either prompt you or it just does it and you're so I'm going to click, I'm on layers and there's what is called a hamburger menu. It is called a hamburger menu because it is 3 lines and some engineer thought it looks like a hamburger. I am not kidding you. That is the name of that menu. 3 lines, those are called hamburger menus. And there is flatten image, and it's in the second subsection.
I'm not sure how you got there. I'm sorry. You went on.
I'm on the layers panel.
All the way to the.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Now, something to note, and I think it is, oh, it's not true. They stopped doing it. Because I see there's one that right there. They used to be a lot of times in alphabetical order, and they stopped doing that, which is really irritating because then you have to search for them. But a lot of the menus they used to have in subsections, and they would be in alphabetical order. So you could quickly be like, I need to do this thing, and you could just look for the letter. I'm going to hit flatten image. Boom. Done.
No return.
No returns. The hamburger, I'm in the layers panel. I'm at the hamburger menu. And then now I can't, oh, see, now I can't even unflatten it. No, I can't. Layers, hamburger menu. It is called flatten image.
Yeah, because it's asking, do you want this one as part of it? And you don't, so just click OK. These are duplicates. There you go.
All right. We are going to start removing some crap. I'm going to zoom in on a section. See this sky? I just zoomed in on it. And then you can use, so I zoomed in. I took the magnifying glass and I zoomed in, right? I'm still keeping the on it. And if you're like mine zoomed into the middle, grab the hand tool. And then if you click and drag with the hand tool, you can move your image around. Why is it not doing little fist? And this is how we navigate the image once we're zoomed in. Because the last thing we want to be doing is zooming in, zooming out. Zooming in, doing something, zooming out, doing something. Zooming in, zooming out. We zoom
You
in,
don't have to go by pixel.
and then we use the hand tool, and we can move around the image.
So do I just edit or do?
If it's too much, just zoom in. Just
Probably zoom.
drive your. Are you on the Zoom?
Right there, right? That's a zoom.
Magnifying glass, yeah. I don't know how to do that.
Push and hold and do the right button. Scrubby zoom.
Say it again?
If you click and hold it, you should be able to do the scrubby zoom.
Click and hold. He still has the plus sign.
Yeah.
Wait. So, okay, stop clicking.
Too quickly.
So the first thing to do is I tell everybody, if it's not working, don't just keep clicking.
Okay.
Stop clicking. And we have to think, I'm zoomed too far in. So let's go to view and just go to fit to screen, refresh,
Okay.
and then now you can zoom in again. And that's all we need to do. Now the next thing, I want to be up higher. So I'm going to grab this hand. The hand,
Okay.
I don't have it.
Gotcha.
And then
You know, and I saw that on some of them.
all right, let me show you where the hand is.
You can add to.
The hand is right here. No. The hand is hidden. If the hand is not there, it's there. It's just hidden. Here's the mess you can get into. Watch this. There's 3 dots at the bottom and edit toolbar. I clicked and held. This has every tool you can add or subtract from the toolbar. So you can customize your toolbar. I customize my own toolbars to the tools that I use the most. Why? I don't like a mess. I know I'm never going to use like certain tools, and I just remove them. It's easier. But those 3 dots, and then you should be able to like double click or drag it over, and it'll show back up in your system. Is it hidden?
Yeah. I'm looking
So the
at
hand,
offering me a hand.
the hand may be under the hand rotate view tool as well. So if you have like a little hand
I got it.
with a little box with a thing, click and hold, and there's more there. So something to note, and I'm going to do it right now. With this next tool we're going to do, look for a Band-Aid about 6 icons down. If you don't see the Band-Aid, look at my screen and see if any of these tools match what your icon is. But when you're there, click and hold, and you will see even more tools arrive. So it's like tools hidden within tools, hidden within tools. So like there's always more there. How do you know? There's a little tiny arrow. That little tiny arrow means I got more to offer you. So a lot of times you're like, I can't find that tool. I don't have that tool. You do. It's just under the arrow. You just click and hold for a minute and all these beautiful things will come up. Now this is one I need you guys to test something for me. We're going to click on Spot Healing Tool. Now, you will have a little, you know what that Spot Healing Tool is? It's kind of disgusting. It's a Band-Aid. I have no idea why they made it a Band-Aid. To me, that's disgusting. And here, I'm going to click on that 19 dot. And what I'm doing is changing the size of the proverbial brush. It's the size of the icon, and I'm going to change it to 25. Now, somebody immediately when we do this, if you get that AI thing, like we can't do it because of AI, I will switch the tool. Are we all good? We got the spot healing brush. We got 25. I am going to go right over this.
You want it to be 25 pixels?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go on top of this line. I am going to click and drag down. Oh, it should be bigger than 25, actually. It doesn't have to be great. And you can go back. I haven't let go. Cover that line. Just a portion of it.
But now, mine didn't turn gray like yours.
Are you clicking and holding?
Click and drag.
Click and drag, but don't let go of that mouse button. Don't let go of the mouse button. Cut off your finger if you let go of the mouse button.
Oh, you have to be on your, right now you're on your.
Oh,
curves.
you never flatten your layers. Remember what that?
Yes, I thought I did, but
I thought so
that's
too.
fine. We'll go to the hamburger menu,
right.
flatten image. There you go. Now do it. My line is now missing.
Now, do you want us to kind of follow the crease?
Yeah, exactly.
What if, okay,
If you're a little bit sloppy,
yeah.
that's the beauty of this one. Don't be okay. You can let go. Very good. You won the hold the button down contest. Let go of the button, and you'll see that it starts to clear things up. Now I want to get rid of the whole crease. So what you're gonna do is hold down the space bar. Just hold down the space bar, and your hand will appear. Click and drag up. And expose more of that. And then you don't even have to go back to that spot healing brush. Then you just draw over the crease again. And it disappears. And if you see more, get it disappeared. Now look at all that crap. Look at all this stuff. Click on those. Pow. It's like shooting them. And they just disappear. I like that. This is where it gets fun. Like some of this like Photoshop retouching and like doing this is like so nice and it's like fun. Just like every dot. I'm like, I don't need that dot. I don't need that dot. Pop. Pop. Now I'm going to keep going down. And you're like, wait, that was just sky. Whatever. Watch. I'm going to keep going on that crease. And I'm going to go down. I'm going through the bridge into the brick. And I let go, it repaired it. You see what's happening there? Then I'm going to go back. Every time I move, I'm not going back to my toolbar. I'm simply holding down the space bar on my keyboard, clicking and dragging, moving to a new area. Click on them.
That's all crap that you can eliminate with this.
Just click.
Oh, okay.
Just keep painting
This is telling me my screen is dirty.
Yes. I love that. Yeah. If it's not coming off, then clean your screen.
Or your glasses.
Yes. Now, again, once we have this tool exposed, and you can change the tool, you can make it soft, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. Like you can change that size of this, the hardness and the size. We won't get into it. But what I want you to learn here is like when we're correcting is space bar for hand and then move your image. And let's look around. You know what there is? There's a nasty little curly whirly hair here. Let's get rid of that guy. And like you're just gonna move around. And anytime you see something, click on it and delete it. Remove it.
What if you do too much?
Could you possibly do too much?
No.
So we'll take a couple minutes and click around. Dang it. Because there is a couple more things we want to do.
Where was fit to screen again?
It is under view.
Oh yeah, smart.
Or it's Command or Control 0.
So most of you are in the 101 class. You know, think about this when you're taking a picture, you know, and you have that telephone pole sticking out the side of behind someone. And you're taking their picture, and it looks like, you know, they were impaled by this telephone pole. Well, you can either think, okay, I can just Photoshop that out, or you can just move the person away from the telephone pole. So Photoshop has some great tools, but don't forget that you can do a lot of Photoshopping just when you're capturing the image to begin with.
Yeah,
So, I got a question.
sure.
Are you gonna have us do a picture that's fairly old and needs to be retouched with these same tools?
Not just 1, 5.
You don't have that. You don't have the Stagecoach one, or the wagon that Darren had.
No, I have
You
my
your
own.
images? Okay.
I have my
Yeah.
5 own images of old photos that you're going to spend the week retouching.
All right, awesome, because I have one that has, I took a picture on the wall. And of course, you know, glass, and I used my professional camera, so the flash is in the image. Like,
Give this a shot.
yeah.
All right. So this is where we pivot a little bit. The understanding that not everybody has the AI tools. I have included. Oh no. I moved this over. That screwed up the whole video for people. I don't know, whatever. Okay. Didn't know that. All right. So I have this PDF shows how to do the lesson without the AI tool that they have. I'm going to go over that and kind of show you, but I found a different book, and we did the spot healing brush. We figured all that stuff out. And then now we're going to do a content aware patch, which I was not happy with because they updated it as well. But what we're talking about is this boy here. We don't know him. We want him gone.
Shove them in the river.
So we are going to do, it is like the patch tool. Now I need to open up something else so I can see better. And I will walk you through it. So I gotta zoom in.
Yeah, let's go back to the Band-Aid, right?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
His is hidden under the bandage.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go to a tool, and it should work for you. I believe this works without it. It is called Object Selection Tool. Go 4 down. Don't look at the screen so you can see that. And it's a square within a square.
Okay.
Now I'm going to float over the boy. It should work for you. You guys got to tell me if it's not working. When I go over stuff, the computer is finding that selection.
So you said click object selection tool?
Yeah, it's a square and square here on the side. And I'm just going to hover over the boy. And he turns pink. And I'm going to click on him. And when I click on him, it makes a selection. I didn't have to sit there and select. There is a problem, though, that we have to adjust, or at least on mine. Down here, I want to get that in the selection as well. All I need to do is click and drag. Oh, wait, it's not doing it. Never mind. Hold down Shift. Sorry about that. Hold down Shift, click and drag if he's missing those like lower part. And all we're doing is we're adding in that little part. So the whole boy should be done.
I'm not.
Yeah, I can't find mine either.
It is under, oh, you
Drag.
patch, look under the patch tool. Oh, you have your, no,
Yeah, it
next to
doesn't
it.
have a-
Yeah, so go to the triple, you have to add it.
I thought that it was-
Double. Wait,
Okay, yeah, so this is unselected, so. That's right. That's what you got, there you go. All right, this is the wall select. So when you first did this,
Oh, I see.
Go to edit toolbar, top one.
so do that.
There
There
you
was,
go.
there was some wall in here that had been selected. You just
I'm-
did that.
I'm sorry, Joe.
No, all right. So now hold down Shift, hold down the Shift button, keep it held down. Now click and drag and kind of capture that little circle that's in there. When you click and drag.
And
Okay, go the other way, go the other way, go that way. And then let go.
Can I save and load it?
Zoom in. So a lot of times, if you can't see what you're doing,
I can't see it.
zoom in. You can tool stay
It's a frustrating
active,
tool.
or you just go back to it. So we go back to that. We zoomed in. We go back. That's why learning quick keys is great. And I'm holding down Shift,
Right.
and then I'll click and drag.
Oh, okay.
And all I'm doing is including that into the selection. So you can add to a selection and you can remove from a selection. All the selection tools allow you to do that. If you did a quick circle, you're like, I need that little part. You hold down Shift and you can add. You don't have to redo everything. So
To
yeah.
eliminate that little part of the wall or the shed, whatever it was, where did you click and drag from? Because
Just-
some students are creating like another selection when they're doing a shift and drag.
Yeah, so here, if you watch mine, if I hold down Shift and I'm in him, it does create a selection, but this is like, ignore that. But I could add a piece over here.
No, so when you first eliminated that portion by his ankles.
Yeah,
Where did you first shift, click, and drag?
just within that, Here, I'll go back. Okay, so there it is. Let me zoom in.
There you go.
All right. Oh, I'm working. Oh, dang it all. The computer wasn't smart enough to know to take this out. So I'm still on that same tool, and I'm just going to hold down Shift. So when I hold down Shift, see how it adds a plus? I'm altering the tool without changing the tool. So I held down Shift. I'm inside that. I'm inside that slide. And then I'm going to click and drag. And then it just kind of removes that little part from there.
Almost, good. Okay, good, thank you.
All right. Now, good. This is the weird one. This is the one I'm going to say that upset me, but we're going to do it anyway. Oh, I want you to do two things. First one, I think it should still hold. All right. I'll make you do it twice. All right. I want you to have that selection, copy and paste. So go up to Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste. I'm having you do this because I have a modifier for when you do this at home that I want this boy still. So all I did, that he's selected. All I'm going up to is go to File. See, still selected.
File,
Or edit, excuse me, edit.
copy,
Copy, edit, paste.
Copy.
now, did that just undid what we,
Don't you go skipping 7 weeks in advance here.
Is that not common knowledge? Like even if you're like
I-
typing.
I feel like it is.
I think it is. Okay, so what just happened?
What I run into is the difference between Macs and PC, and I can't remember. I know my hands know where to go, but I'm like, command, and they're like, if it's on a PC, they're like, there's no command button. I'm like, then it's the one next to it. However you copy and paste with the keyboard.
So what do we need to
So that is true. Anybody, if you've ever copied and pasted while typing, you know, I want to copy that phrase, you send an email and I copy and paste. You use the key commands, right? Do you guys know what the key commands are? When you're like, I just need the copy paste. It works on every program in the world. So you don't have to go to File, Copy, File, Paste. You can just do copy, paste. Now what happened is I have a boy on a different layer. All right. This comes into play later on when you're at home and you're like, wait, what was that thing? How do I get the boy? You said it because we're going to remove the boy, but then we're going to move the boy and do some, you know, have some fun. So now you have a layer with just the boy on it. We can turn the eyeball off on that layer.
okay,
And then quickly, because you did it once, just go back over to the boy and do that thing you did again. This should take you a second because you did it once. Reselect the boy on the original layer. Y'all just did it 1 minute ago, so he should be selected again on the original layer. Don't worry about the hidden layer. You use that later. I got things in my mind that I want you to do. All right, everybody's reselected on there. Now, under the Band-Aid again, there's a patch tool. It looks like a patch from a pair of pants. Tee.
It's kind of cute, yeah.
Find
Find the Band-Aid.
find the Band-Aid,
the Band-Aid. Click and hold the Band-Aid and find the patch.
patch, oh, yes.
So you're gonna patch it up?
Patch it up, patch it up.
Oh, it's right here. Here it is. Oh, it's already on patch tool. Okay.
Now, I'm going to go on top of the boy, right? I'm just in the middle. I'm going to grab him by his belt. And I'm going to slide, click and drag. And I'm going to slide to the left.
Could not use patch tool because target layer.
Hold on, I got you.
Oh,
You're on the wrong layer.
You got to be on the right layer. Now, I'm clicking and dragging. I grabbed him by the belt. And now you can see it's replacing the image. Has everybody got that? And now the other thing to watch. Don't like do this. That's not lined up. Use the power of your eyeballs to like line up the lines the best possible. I can't let go. But if I could, and I'd like use my foot up there, like get the lines to line up.
How do you undo control?
Command Z.
Command.
Is everybody seeing what's happening?
No, some are just seeing the selection, and old boy is still standing here.
Okay, click and grab him by the belt. Click and hold. And move to the left.
Yeah.
And he should disappear.
No. It's not stubborn.
That's because it's not selected. Okay. You didn't-
The marching ants.
Oh, because you didn't switch tools. We're on the patch tool. You're
on the patch
No, he's still on the. You're still on this tool.
Oh, my bad. I saw square. That was
Yeah.
patch.
What if he's still here?
Oh.
Yeah, I was just-
I was on layer.
Because you were not on the right layer.
I was on layer.
There you go.
I'm kind of lost my mind.
There we go.
So
There we
let's
go.
go. Okay, if you didn't lose the image,
No, I'm sorry, right.
so
I think I wanna go to,
view,
oh, view fit,
fit to screen.
Okay, so make sure you're attached to it.
okay.
There we go. Now go back to the, where was it? Yep.
Yes, you are.
That will square.
Square.
Click on it. Go over to the boy. Click. Now remember how we added that? Shift. No, that's the space bar. Shift, shift, and then
That's
you
fine,
wanna,
that's
yeah,
fine, yeah.
click,
For
and then
demonstration
you wanna go the
purposes,
other way.
it's
We wanna
fine.
capture that a little bit, and then let go. And we'll do it again. So what we're doing is let me drive for a second, is you can go, you don't have to be so tight.
Okay,
Oh.
You can go like really big and give yourself room
Put the eyeball
okay.
off,
and get that.
put the eyeball
Okay.
off the.
Now, we're gonna go to the patch
There
tool,
you go.
grab him by his belt and move him to the left.
Okay, so there's that little arrow, there's a drop
To the
down.
left.
There you go. Put it attached to it.
Yeah. Grab, click and drag.
All the way out of the picture?
No, just start doing it a little bit.
Okay.
See what happens.
This has to be off. So that second layer.
What's happening?
Turn the eyeball off that second layer.
I see him kind of. in-
Oh.
Layer one.
What is this?
Turn
Okay,
that on,
undo.
turn this
That's
eyeball
not
back on.
happening right. Let me see what.
Thank you.
Yes.
He's not disappearing. Oh, he is disappearing. You didn't turn off the eyeball on that layer. So now do it. It'll be more magical now. If you didn't turn off the layer, the copy and paste layer, and you're like, he's not disappearing, it's because you didn't turn off that layer. You didn't turn off the eyeball on that layer. I don't want to see that.
He still didn't disappear. He's still there.
I got it, I got it.
Click and drag him belt.
Attached to it.
What? Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
okay, I'm on the patch tool.
So for the most part,
Turn this layer off.
he is removed.
Turn that eyeball off. Now can't see. There you go.
Here's some like knowledge from the past to the future. Photoshop has been if you have Photoshop, now that you have it here, you have it at home. And like every month, Photoshop's gonna be like, there's an update. Photoshop did something, and I spent 2 hours trying to research how I could undo what they did. They think that they helped us by adding shading for some reason. I went back and I'm like, it used to just be the image itself would move over, and now they're like, oh no, we're gonna add this like computer shit, and it's crap. And I tried older versions and I tried to get around it. So this is like works somewhat good, but not great. But it's fun. Here's the thing. What's the other tool we just learned how to do? The Band-Aid tool. You can go in and fix things up. So what I know when I come down and I'm like photoshopping and doing work, what's like one rule you should know about Photoshop is that nobody should ever know that you photoshopped. Like if somebody's like, wow, great Photoshop work on that, you should be like, shoot,
Yeah.
they caught me. They should be like, oh my God, that looks great. And just not even know. So dead giveaways of photoshopping, duplicates, like weird stuff. You can get around that with other tools. I'm going to show you two, and then we're going to be close to being done. Be done at 11. One is that the Band-Aid. The Band-Aid does good, maybe not great. You lose some control. One that I like, and again, I'm going outside of the book here. I'm teaching you about beyond. There's something called the clone stamp. It looks like a stamp, an official stamp, cartoony. It is called the clone stamp. Now, what the clone stamp does is it takes information from one area and paints it in another area. It is super cool. But you can use that to your advantage for matching and changing and adjusting. Now, to get it to work, you need to use the Option key. The clone stamp tool will not work without using the Option key.
Listen to what he's saying now. He's gonna tell you about the option key.
So you are on the clone stamp. Now, when I hit the Option key, I get crosshairs. What do crosshairs mean? That's a point of choice. I got my eyes on the crosshairs, boom, right there. That means if I let go here, right here, and I move over here, and I click and paint, what? I did. All right, I don't know why I did it. So, oh, maybe you have to click. Do you have to click first?
Anyone that's viewing this just on a regular
Oh, yeah.
view, you are wasting your time. You gotta zoom in.
Yeah. So crosshairs,
Zoom in. Just
click once. Well, I'm gonna do it in a more obvious area too.
Zoom in first.
So I'm gonna zoom in on this kid's head. I'm gonna crosshairs, and I'm gonna click. Then I'm gonna move my mouse over here, and then I'm gonna slowly paint. It is cloning the area I was at. So it moved his head, it added a head from here to here. So why is that important? I can use textural features from this area to clean up this area. So you hit Option, you click, and then you move to the area you want, and then you just kind of paint that in. Now see, there's two icons, and they move in conjunction. The crosshairs is where it's taking it from. The big circle is where it's putting it at. Make sure you're deselected. Don't deselect the boy. Like there should be no marching ants.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you do that?
Deselect. Go up to select. Yeah. Or, yeah. Yep. There you go.
So,
Wait, I had a question here.
Like when I first tried it, it didn't do where it separated the crosshair circle.
Yeah.
It put the crosshair in option.
Oh, then move away. All right. So hold on, Option.
Okay.
And then go where you want. Is it?
So now,
Like go over here.
brush over here.
And then click once.
Just to the edge.
Just click and let go. Oh wait, now move over.
Yeah.
And then start painting. There, see?
Okay.
See that?
no.
All right. So you want to be not on the patch tool. We're change tools. So we want that clone stamp tool.
Clone stamp tool.
Yep. You're 2 down, up, 1 up, 2 up. Right there, right there.
When you hold down
Okay.
the tray.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take information from here and put it over there. So hold down the Option key.
If you're starting to get flats, where you hold this back,
Click once.
to an area that you do want it to look like.
Now let go of the Option key.
Option.
Go over here and just
Right, good.
click and drag and scrub.
Okay. how's this
And
look?
see how it is taking information from this area and transferring it to this area.
Building to all the way, right, and no cantilever. So in order to do that, first of all, enlarge your screen. Enlarge your view.
Now you may say,
Sample.
why would I want to do that? Well, one, I can dance around this area and clean it up. And this is literally, your hand should be on the keyboard. You should be moving back and forth. You can change your brush size. There's so many variables to play around with, but I'm going to hit Option and I'm going to click here and I'm going to like kind of do some light painting over here. And then I'm going to click down here on this crack, and I can bring that crack over here and like click and drag and fill it in. So the crack disappears. Or I can go up here and see where his head, I can take these buildings, I'm going to click on these windows, and then I'm going to move over and I'm going to add the windows in. So I'm taking information from one area and adding it to another. So it's always option, click, move over, and then fill. And it's a little confusing at first, but once you start doing option, click, move, and fill. Now, some of them, you want to line stuff up. So see how when I clone the boy, it put this barrier up too high? Well, I can move this barrier into there. So I'm going to line up with that, and then I'm going to go over here. And you can see my preview, like the preview, does that make sense? It's showing in that mouse hair, like what's going to put, and I'm going to line it up. And I'm just going to paint across. And it's taking from one area and putting it to the other area. And then I filled that in. And you just go and you kind of do this back and forth. But it's always, your hand is always on the option key because you're picking where I want one thing and then putting it somewhere else. And I do that a lot. Like there's, like this line is here, this line is here. Well, I'll go down, I'm going to grab some texture from there and fill it in. Maybe I want part of that line up here, and you just kind of click around and fix it up. Pull this across, click, and then draw across. Click, draw across. And it takes a little bit to kind of get used to this idea of like, wait, what am I doing? I am taking information from a target area and putting it into another area and blending it and fixing it. And I can get to the point where nobody would ever know that that boy was even there.
Go all the way across, right? Okay, see what it's doing? Did you see the plus sign? Yep, that's exactly what you should be doing. So that's already.
You go through and fix up everything and kind of get him to fully disappear. So my option, click, and I'm going to drag down.
What that is saying is this is where we are.
Holding down option, click, and I'm going to color across. Like,
Over too far.
sounds like you switched the layer. You're on the right layer. Option, click,
It's tedious.
click where you want to be.
but
So you're just
exactly
moving.
What you should be doing.
You want where do you want to take information from and move it to?
Oh, I'm not really sure I do.
Well, then you're done. If you think I don't want to move any more information, see it like on mine, I want to fix up this little crap spot right here. So I'm going to go option. I'm going to click on this dark line and I'm going to move it here and I'm going to paint it in. I'm going to go up a little higher. Click here and then paint it in. But I have a repeat I'm not happy about, but you can like fix repeats. This is where artistry, patience, visually seeing like the whole, like quote unquote, the whole picture comes in, and where you're blending things to get things to disappear. So like, look, boop, burp, 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 burp. There he was.
Oh, that's, you're hitting your layers?
Yeah, my layer eyeball.
Okay.
All right.
Yep, that was shot. But you know what to look for, right?
Yeah. I was wondering how did you get the crosshair like close?
How do you make it dark?
Because it gets like closer to the
It depends where you sample from. So that
How do you make this
crosshair.
dark?
What do you want to fix?
Oh, well, so
Okay, just show me right now.
this again, this artist. What do you mean by dark?
So you want this dark to
Mine
turn
is
what?
light.
So let's fix that. So
Okay, but
with that
it should be a
same tool,
continuation of this brick,
we want
right?
the brick from
It
here.
should be a continuation
So,
of this brick. So
I'm gonna
sample the brick over
option.
here.
And I'm going to sample from here. Like let's sample all the way from over here.
I'd scoot down a little bit.
And now,
You might be
if
sampling
I go
some of
here,
that black, depending
I'm
on
starting to
how,
move
feathered
everything
your
from
brush
here
is, so
over there.
option or click. Now move on over.
It's just practice.
And direct, see,
Well,
So
so
now
now
you
see,
can
but we want to
sample
bring
from there.
information.
so this keeps
So I'm
moving,
gonna
as you move
option.
the brush, it keeps moving.
And then I option and I clicked here. I'm looking at this line.
So if you want to
going across,
repeat,
right?
you can sample on that.
And now when I
see,
move
you're
over
starting to
here-
See the line there, because right now it's
And
sampling
see,
that vertical
This
line.
guy and this
You don't
guy
want to repeat.
are moving in parallel.
And I would not
It's taking
zigzag,
this and
it's
putting it
so-
here.
go across. Right,
And then so you can
actual
do that all over the
would
place
just
and you
be
can kind of fix
kind of a left to right.
and you kind of keep clicking and checking and moving around. Again, this is where artistry comes in. If I don't like the way it looks, you could take brick from over here. Let's do that.
And try not to use your brush as a spray paint can, right? If you're trying to fix a horizontal brick, take your brush as a horizontal, straight across.
Yeah.
A lot of you are zigzagging like you're tattoo artists, or, you know, you're tagging in the alley or
Oh,
something.
I don't want a tattoo from you if you're zigzagging all over the place. No. So here, I'll show you, like, I'll do an extreme version. I can take the information from here and just put it in here. So again, I got my brush option. I'm going to take this corner piece and then I'm going to move it over here and I'm going to click and just kind of start filling it in. And I can do like, just trying to do some things to hide it. Maybe that's the wrong color. Maybe I'll pick from way over here. The color matches better. What you're basically trying to do is fool the eye. You needed to remove the stranger, but you don't want a blank spot, but you want to fill it with enough information that people see it disappear and they're not like, oh, what was there? You're like, shoot, I lost. Again, this is the first time you're trying it. Try it 6, 7 times. Do it on another picture. You're going to do it again in the assignment, which is, great.
So it's telling you what it's copying. So right now it's going to start copying that line. And
Okay,
how you
why did my whole screen just go black?
see right there? You don't want to do that, right? So if you are painting here,
I don't know.
if you're sampling from here,
I
and you
don't
start
think I touched
painting
me.
and it's like, oh shit, I'm gonna cause that. Then you stop and you resample from an area that doesn't have that white line. It's tedious. You got one huge brush. So let's size down your brush. Left bracket. Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Keep
What
going,
is
keep
this?
going, keep going, keep going.
You're getting the
Keep going,
idea,
keep
though.
going, keep going. All right, what everything now is doable. How do I make this?
Yeah.
How do you make this brown? You have to, let's scroll down so you can see.
Let's do that.
Okay, what do you want brown? Look at this, you sampled some of her,
Love it.
that's her dress. That's cute.
I'm gonna-
It's cute.
You know what? You got it. You're doing
Because,
it.
we know how you got it. Okay, so.
But it's
how do you
fun.
make- let's
All right,
show this.
so I'm gonna start here. Let's say I want this line to
Don't
go
go
all
here.
here.
Go later. I'll-
Nice.
Oh,
Where
I
are
don't
the
like get
phones?
rid of that. I don't know what you just.
I'm gonna start here because I want to start from here because when I go over,
Okay,
I want them to move
basically,
like
you
this.
want a continuation
It's a
of
parallel.
brick here,
Think of
right?
it as a
So
squid.
sample on that.
So I'm gonna
brick.
hit the option,
Here to the.
No, you already
and
have the brick. You already have the.
click right there,
But it turns
and let go of the option. Now see
Okay,
that?
because.
See that in
you're
there?
not hitting
That
your-
is the same as there.
It's your.
Now, as soon as I click
Of course it's not.
and I hold, now
It's the
that
wrong mouse. It's the wrong mouse.
and it says, this
Okay,
is
bring
where
your
I'm
mouse
getting
here.
from. And I'm holding down.
Over here. Right here. Somewhere on the brick,
On
so
this
that
post.
isn't the dress. That is the-
And then right here,
Doesn't
I'm
matter.
gonna let
Well,
go.
we'll get there. We'll get
Because I
there.
know I'm gonna overlap and there's stuff. in the bottom.
Okay. Now.
So
we
that's
turn-
what, so if I want,
Option.
oh, I don't want to
Option,
let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let go.
you click, option
Bring it over
click,
here.
and then,
But it's okay. It's okay.
and then so you're
Oh,
constantly.
you're not.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was.
Option click, and you're just moving
Go
parts
back to
from
the
one
snap.
area to another.
Yeah, it's more like
But you
the
have
first
to
one.
option click.
There we go.
Option click and then move. Option click.
Okay, we're gonna deselect. You were on a mask selection.
Then I go option.
But then,
Go on. That's the brown.
It's right.
Are you telling the
You know what
computer,
I do?
okay, this
So now I
is
look at
what
it.
I want
I hate
over here.
those.
Now just think,
You know,
just
like-
go across.
So
Don't,
I'm gonna,
you
yeah, I'm
don't
gonna
have
look
to
around
do
like.
this, it's just one swipe across, that's it. Otherwise, it's muddy.
I don't know, I'm just looking at it. Okay.
Then I wanna make this brown.
Okay.
Black.
So go by a
No,
brown
there's not.
option.
And then like, oh, this should be a little bit like
Bring your, okay.
lower.
Now look,
All that is literally is
hold down your
like
mouse.
patient. So I clicked here, and I'm gonna click here, and she's gonna like redraw.
Okay, this is where you select it.
So it goes, you know, across
Right,
a little bit
option.
straighter.
Now, you're gonna let go, you're gonna bring your mouse over here, because this is what you want brown. Just hold down your mouse,
See,
don't move your mouse,
it-
just click on it.
That part is the beyond
Now,
part.
do you see the plus?
Yeah, so when
That-
you
That
overstress
means
the
that you are
computer,
taking the color from
do
here.
it too much.
and go here. Okay, so just drag across, across, stop painting. Once across. This will never be a one and done kind of thing, right? So basically, this is a horizontal brick, so you just want a horizontal going across. So you're gonna have to sample more than once.
This is gonna be a bit of option.
All right, and you are in denial that, that you got this figured out without zooming in. You gotta zoom in, you gotta zoom in.
It's gonna restart. It's all
Okay.
good.
You have to see this larger. Oh, stupid, you got two. That's so cute. How'd you get two heads on him? Okay, zoom in. You want to do that with the magnifying glass? Zoom. Is that zoom? Yeah, because you really want to see this. It doesn't have to be that much. But you want to see it bigger than what you have. Okay, so let's start with this. Let's start with this line. I'll go your phone stand. It looks like a stamp to you. It looks like a pension. Okay. What color do you want this? Okay, so sample, but I would go a little.
Going good?
Sample.
All right.
Yes.
So in general, for this week, we're working with selections, copying and pasting, and then some of that image replacement with the spot healing tool, the patch tool. We're just going to repeat those. Now, you have the assignment is to do the book lesson. And I always add in modifiers, like the book lesson project, I say, add a twin daughter. You know, figure out how to add a twin daughter in there. It's funny. I think it's funny. And it's easy. You're like, how do you do that? Well, I would use that content aware, go over the girl, and all you really have to do is copy and paste. And then move her over here. But wouldn't it be like, I'm going to put her, you know, I'll put her over here. Oh, you know where I put her? Over here, where the messy spot is.
There you go.
And it, you know, it hides it. Is it perfect? I would go in and adjust her a little bit, but you know, that was cool. What did I do? 2 steps. Content aware, grab it, copy, paste it, pow. I had you copy and paste that boy, and I'm like, put him somewhere else. He's not part of the family. Well, you know what we're gonna put him? Let's put him on the other bridge. Way back there. Nuts to you. I have to be able to see what you did too, though. Like, don't make them so small that I'm like, you didn't do it. You're like, no, I did. They're like, there he is. And then, because that's the border, and I have to erase the bottom of him. I'm going to be really, like, loosey-goosey with it. There's an erase tool. I'm just going to erase the bottom of him. And zoom out. I have to get off that layer. Oh, he's there. He's in the picture. He's there. But like, this is like, have a little bit of fun with it. Play around. How do you learn Photoshop? By playing around. Like, if you just sit there like, I don't know what to do with this, like, you're not going to learn. Like, you need to have something. Like, so play around. All the tools that we did today, you can do the assignments. Now, the other one, for practice is the matching project. I have a bunch of files. You're going to download them to your computer. And I want you to retouch them. I can't remember what they look like. Some are bad, some are good, but try it. Try those. What if I do the layer thing where I adjust the layers? What if I go in with the spot tool? What if I Band-Aid tool? You know, like that's what it's about. And it's just practice. Every day, do one. There's 5 in here. Do 1 a day. Get on that computer and open up Photoshop and be like, I got to retouch up this picture. At least like straighten it and get all the cracks out of the side, right? Open it in Photoshop. So here's one of the picture A. So, first thing, what do we do? Crop. Well, my crop setting is off. I want to turn that off. I'm actually just going to go to ratio. It should, yeah. So that's what I did. The computer remembers what you did the last time. So I just turned it off, went to ratio. That's good enough. But I need to straighten it. I'm going to go to the spirit level and drag it across. You don't have to do this with me. I'm just showing you that every tool that we learned today, you can use on these photos and just practice. Like I said, do 1 a day, spend 30 minutes. Don't just 30 minutes. Try each time you're gonna have to do the same things over and over. So I got it straightened. We did the straighten tool. Now I'm just gonna crop it. There you go. And then I got some cracks and crevices. Let's get rid of all this schmutz. Use that Band-Aid. Go through. Get rid of stuff. Fix them up. There's 5 of them. They go from easy to hard. And then all the tools you use. And I could probably do this one in a couple minutes. But adjustments. Let's try curves. I'm going to add a curves. And then I don't always do this white thing that they do. There you go. I did it. I like to sometimes I like to pull this around. I like high contrasty. So there's that white bar. Play around. What does it do? What if I do this? What if I do that? Here's the great part about Photoshop. I don't like what's happening. Close it and hit don't save. Open up the file again and try again. That's you can have infinite retries. So I go back again. File, open. I think we get hung up on this one, and you're like, it's not perfect. And then we keep bashing at the same little spot over and over and over. Just start again. It's just pixels. Nobody's recording this for Leonardo da Vinci. Remember this first Photoshop? Oh, look at the work. Just throw it away, start over. That's the best way to do it. And it's what I do. It's like people who keep sketchbooks. I'm like, first thing you do with a sketchbook is tear out the first page. Why? Because you ruined it. Then it's not precious anymore. You're just doing it to do it. Practice. You don't like the way that this image turned out from the lesson. You're like, oh, I spent 45 minutes. Who cares? 45 minutes. It's good for your brain. It's good for your body. Just do it again. Every time you do it, you get better and you get faster. So way back when computers were pretty shitty, they would shut down on you. You'd be halfway through a project and it would we call it the spinning wheel of death. For Apple, it's the rainbow wheel. And you'd be like, no. And I'd be at work, I'd be 4 hours. And I'd just be freaking out because it'd be lunchtime and it froze. And so you're like, okay. And you just shut down, you go to lunch, there you have a beer, come back to work and be like, I have to rebuild everything I did. But the thing is, doing it that second time, I know what I did the first time. I'm rebuilding it. And generally, I would do it in 2 hours, not 4, because I was further along with my end product. And then also, I made it better because I was like, oh, I should have done this the first time. And then I make it better. So each time you do it, just start again. Don't keep beating on the same image. Just close it, open it again. Because what are you doing? Well, I'm going to open it, and I'll do what I just did. Just downloads. Just like I did with that last one. We've been doing this. I'm going to open the first picture. I didn't like what happened. All right, but I know what to do. Right to crop. Right to straighten. Straighten it. Crop it. Double click, done. 30 seconds. You guys should be able to get to that point. You do 5, like the first 3 steps should take you 30 seconds. You're brand new to it, so you're still looking. I need to find the crop. What did I do? That's fine. But the more you do it, it's just going to be second nature.
And they can save even if they're not completely done with their work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you like what you have and you need a break, save it. Of course, yeah. So that's what to do there. And then the final one that I didn't review, because it's literally a 2-step assignment, and I want you to just read it and do it. It's the extra credit. It's creatively converting a color image to black and white. It's in the book. It's 2 steps. And I want you to use your own picture. Find a color image of your own, preferably high res. As you read through lesson 2 extra credit, modify the image 3 different times. Just each time you change it, and you're like, I like this. Export a JPEG, adjust it some more, export a JPEG. That's the playing around. What can I do? And you're just moving levels and curves. You'll see it in the book. I want you to like step off, like try it on your own, see what it is. It's very similar to what we're doing. And contact me if you have questions, comments, or concerns. So again, it's just repeating. Repeat. Any